right, 10. Track them down on 9. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 port side, 3, 2, and 1. All right, power 10 is here. This is 9, 8, on 7, 6, get clean, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, boys, shift down to the 34, into, that's 1, 2. All right, at a 36 here, long, good. 34 here, nice. All right, we're a seat down on the 1V. Let's walk them down, boys, all day, every day. Getting that open water that we had before, all right? Reaching all the way out, dropping those blades in. All right, we talked about that platform. Sustain it. This is your last one. There we go. All right, at a 34 and a half, 142. Nice job, boys. Shut it down. Nice. One place, back it down together. That's it. All right, bow seat. Put that blade right on in. There you go, Logan. Right there. Nice. Find that position. Hold it in the core. There we go. At a 34 and a half here. Stay long all the way into that finish. On this one, there you go. Tall together. Nice job, boys. All right, approaching that first 500-meter mark. There we go. Nice and tall at a 145, 34 and a half. Stay long and loose. All day, every day, boys. That's it. We walked down those girls' boats just like that. Nice job. Getting them down in that first 500 here. Nice. All right, 146 at a 34 and a half. There we go. All right, one drop shoving in. Nice and clean. Tall. There we go. Nice job, boys. All right, 33 here, 149. All right, all day, every day. Back it down. You own your spot at Nats right now. This is where we stay tall and loose. Reminder that you're doing it for the boy in front of you. All right, nice job. There we go. Tall together. There we go, boys. All right, at a 33 and a half here, 146, approaching that first 700-meter mark down. There, nice and clean, tall and loose. All right, we're thugging this out together. All right, this is for your spot at Nationals. Remember that. Own that seat, Brady. There you go, Henry. Yeah, Karsten, doing it for Reese here. Reese for Emma. There you go. Yeah, big smiles, big puddles on this one. There you go. Nice at a 34 and a half. 143. There, nice. I saw that split drop. There, that's it. All right, boys, we're approaching that first 900-meter mark. Tall and loose at a 143. Nice job jumping off that foot plate together. There we go. Yeah, boys, that's it. Nice. All right, we're gonna show those people in that boat that waked us out who is boss. All right, there we go. Nice job, boys. That's it. Tall, you own that seat of yours. You worked for it all day, every day. Every morning workout was for this last 1K. Here, there you go. Yeah, boys. That's it. All right, we're showing Coach Ella and Case what is up on this one there. Tall all the way in together. Nice job. All right, at a 143. There we go. Stay long and loose. All right, full compression on this one. There you go, boys. Tall together. Clean. Yeah, that's it. All right, notice that change. All right, I want that even platform up to that catch. Into, that's 1, 2, even now. There we go, boys. All right, we have 100 meters open on the 1V, even though they got that head start. All right, let's make it 200 going into this first 12K. All right, step it down. There we go, boys. Yeah, at a 34 and a half, 142. Nice, boys. All right, Logan, you own that spot in this boat, all right? All day, every day for you. Joey, they asked you to sub today. All you, that's it. Come on, Eli, you came down from varsity to show these boys what's up. There you go, that's it. Nice, Oliver, for Finley, there you go. Nice and clean. All right, dropping those blades in at a 34 and a half, 145. There we go, boys. Less than 700 meters left. Right here, yep. Loose and long, all right? This is your last 600 meters of the day. Tall and clean all the way into that finish. Dropping it down as 1. Nice job, boys. There we go. At a 33 here, 145. All right, we're chopping it down as we approach that last 500. Nice, boys. That's it. Tall, own that seat of yours. Heads forward, get focused. All right, there we go. Nice, boys. All right, I'll tell you when we take that sprint. All right, prep yourself. Tall and breathe. Tall and breathe. There you go. That's it. Full rotation. Nice job, boys. 143. I saw that split drop. Nice job. All right, last 400 here. There you go. Clean and long. That's it. Nice job, boys. One place and pivot together. Alrighty, I see those red buoys. Dig deep and prep yourself. Deep breath, because in 2 we take 5 to build. 1, 2, 5 to build now. On 4, 3, 2, and a 36, and 1. 139, chop it down. There you go. That's it, boys. All right, lap 250. Come on, shove it in. Direct and tall on this one. There you go. Come on, press it down. All right, show Josiah what is up. All right, for A finals at Nats, this is what it's for now. All right, shut it down. 140. Show me 139 on this one there in the foot plate. Tall and clean. There we go. This is your last 15 on 14. 13 through the line. 12. 11. 10. Get me there on 9. 8. Finish it strong. 7. And 2. Let it run. 1, 2. Let it run.